Welcome, everybody, to another Georgia Archery podcast. I'm your host, Big John Chandler. This is where we talk about anything and everything to do with the archery in the state of Georgia and Georgia archers wherever they may shoot. And we're not going to, let's see what we're going to call him this time. My invisible, because his camera is not sidekick, Robbie Surface.
What's going on, dude?
Not much, man. What's going on with you?
Oh, just got home from the old worky work.
Yep. I did that 4-H thing again tonight because the one of the coaches was out, so I had to run over there and stand on the field. And they got a pretty good group of. They got 6 seniors this year, so I'm thinking they'll get a decent group of seniors maybe that can
Oh yeah,
make the cut.
may be able to make a national run at it this year with the level of talent they got over there.
Let's hope so. But so, how was your weekend?
Oh man, it's been good. It's been really good. How about you?
Oh man, I have enjoyed weekends. I did get 5 targets set in the woods on my property, so
Oh yeah.
that's 5 closer. I can walk around in the woods and shoot some 3D, and I just relaxed and did my thing and pulled out the dusted the hunting bow and played with it a minute or two just to make sure that it's going to do what it's supposed to do at tack. Maybe hit half the targets. I don't know, but we'll see.
I'm sure it will.
But this past weekend, there were several things going on. Let's go ahead and just jump right in. Breaking the Barriers had their in Fresno, California, had that shoot.
Yeah.
So there was a good crowd. Actually, there were 2 Georgians.
I was going to ask, was there any Georgians there?
George Riles and his son Leo.
Oh, that's cool, dude. I can remember when that boy wasn't. He was too small to be shooting.
Yeah.
Now he's traveling the world with his daddy shooting. That's
sure
pretty
enough.
cool.
Yes, sir. And this past weekend, let's see, on Saturday, the Fort Valley Gun Club, they had a shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see any scores, so I couldn't tell you what they did. So
Gainesville Archery Club had the Baker Money shoot and had 42 shooters and had some Georgia archers
make it
topping the list.
Yes, sir. That was a good time to do. I had to call old Altizer because he beat Sam Smith by a bonus ring.
Dang.
Oh,
Dang.
He said he got on last target because Sam shot an 8. So, but yeah, it was good. Sam was up there, some other guys. But it was good to see that. That's a pretty cool.
That's a pretty cool thing they got going on.
That Baker Money shoot, I'm probably gonna get with him and see if we can get him on and talk to him a little bit.
Yeah, I'd like for him to come on and just tell us a little bit about it. How it got started and what the plans are for the future.
And now that they're shooting more, in Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
so we can talk about it more. Let's see, Outback Archery and Range, they ended up with about 26 shooters down there with Owen and them. So
good deal. River Bottom Outdoors this was a 2-day shoot and had about 75 shooters over the 2 days.
Yep, 75 shooters, 2 days is still a good deal. It was pretty weather. I know some people said that it was not an easy course.
Stretching them on out.
Yeah. I know some open pros that left there not in the positive mark.
Wow. Care to elaborate?
They posted some scores, but Mark Kesey shot 4 down.
Wow.
From the Black State. So, and I saw some pictures, and it wasn't an easy course. So.
Well, yeah. Those kinds of courses and events make it fun.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
Humbling.
Well, yes, but I mean, the best part about it is that's why we keep doing this, right? Because it's never going to be the same.
Right. So much better than shooting dots. Even though shooting dots is fun, but 3D is where it's at.
There are people who just would rather disagree with you. You know me, I like to shoot it all, so it doesn't matter. If I'm going to sling an arrow, I'm going to sling an arrow at it,
It don't matter what it is.
That's right.
Slinging it up.
I just like slinging it up, so it doesn't make a difference if it's a white dot, yellow dot, green dot out there in the 14 ring, 12 ring, in the woods, out in the paper. I don't matter. I like shooting it. S3DA had another regional, 12 ring archery and BAM archery, and ended up with 116 shooters.
Phenomenal turnout, and I got to take a second and uh, give props to Mr. Lynn Hardy and his club, BAM Archery,
Yep.
for allowing us to co-host that shoot with them at 12 ring. We're still real green and real new,
Hmm.
and got a place to host tournaments, but we're not ready to host tournaments, and definitely not ready to host 116 shooters. Um, just not set up for that yet. So, Mr. Lynn and BAM Archery, thank you so much for allowing us to come in and co-host that with you. And basically, your your club made a huge donation to our club, and I promise you, I'll never forget that. And I hope to be able to repay that favor to you one day. And as 12 Ring Archery Club continues to grow, I promise you, I'll do what I can to make it back up to you.
For sure. Lynn's a good guy. He's trying hard, and they had two. I mean, with 116 shooters, that was two courses they had to
Yep,
set.
they had to set two courses.
That's a lot of room. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a lot of space to put 116
And
shooters.
I'll tell you with Lynn, he's always done well and whatever, but he's had that knee surgery, and so he's not
Hmm.
moving around as much as he wants to either. So,
No, he can't.
and so, I think he did pretty good with that. But down in um, Ogeechee Bowman, they had that Safari Trail shoot, and it's where you shoot some 3D, some paper, but it's marked, so forth. It's a mini Reading on the East Coast. That's what they're hoping to build it up to before it's over with. They had a 27 shooters there, so that was
That's something I've never done, and one day I hope to do, just to say it, if nothing else, at least that I've done it once.
well.
Um,
That's easy. May of next year. Put it in your books. Put it on the calendar. We're going.
okay,
How about that?
sounds good to me.
Seriously, I'm gonna rent an Airbnb. 4 or 5, a bunch of Georgians come out, and we're gonna do our thing.
Yeah, I would not be opposed.
Okay. Well, it's getting closer. Different things are winding down, right? You got S3DA has one more tournament regional before the state 3D.
Hmm.
4-H has what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks in a
Yeah,
weekend. So
yeah.
yeah, I mean, and they'll be winding down, and so, and we're getting closer with ASA qualifiers because come July will be the state championship. So
Hmm.
it's not really middle of the season, but it's
We're getting close.
we're into the indoor season. I mean the outdoor season. With 3D and outdoor and so forth.
Right.
Gator Cup coming in May, that kind of stuff. So, but who's shooting this weekend?
Well, we didn't mention
Oh, I
Sunday.
missed Sunday.
Kennesaw
Oh,
Archery Club
yep.
shot.
I sent a message and they were going to post the score, or because that was actually a qualifier, and I wanted to see who qualified where and how the scores were, and I messaged them and he said he was going to send them to me, but I haven't seen them yet.
Gotcha.
And then Rocky Creek, which is a great place. I love going down there. They always do a good job, and had 15 shooters. So I don't know if everybody was at the qualifier or
Yeah.
what. It's just that because I see a little more people, a little more names on that than
Right.
so. I don't know how I missed Sunday. I'm over there just jaw jacking. Bit
Well, that's
idiot.
all right. That's all right. Well, now we can
Now,
get into
who's shooting this weekend?
who's shooting this weekend.
Well, the First Dakota Classic in Yankton, South Dakota. I couldn't tell you how many Georgians are there. I know there'll be 2 or 3, at least. We'll know more when the target assignments get posted, and so we can talk about that next week.
Hmm.
And then Mountain Archery Fest in Rome, Georgia, is Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, that seems to be gaining a lot of buzz.
Yes, it has. And we tried our best to get with Mr. Waddell about it. Brandon, I think is his name. Anyway, and our connections never got together. you know,
Get it all lined up.
because we were going to talk to him before because this would be the second year here in Georgia, and that's a family-based event, is what they call it. So essentially, the kids, the wives, the whatever. Um, it's a lot sort of like TAC, but not so much like TAC is the diehard bow hunter guy,
Mm-hmm.
and this is diehard bow hunter guy that can bring his kids with him. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah. It makes perfect sense.
And I told him, I said, well, I think I would like be Sunday so I can make it,
Right.
but it's just how things work.
That's one of the downsides to our profession.
Yeah, well, if you get into the archery business, you won't be in the archery, whatever. At least it's not as much as you want to.
Mm-mm.
And let's see, the GBAA Spring Turkey was postponed.
I hate to hear that.
You and me both, because I was the host.
Well done.
Yeah. It wasn't what we posted was unforeseen circumstances, but it has to do with the property and some. Not that we've done anything wrong. They're happy. We're happy, but they've had some issues, and then we're trying to get them worked out.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully it gets worked out and rescheduled and is able to happen.
I hope so. Well, then on Saturday, there's 2 different ASA qualifiers. So the first one is Bullseye Archery Range is having an ASA qualifier. You know where that's at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's closer to your side of the world.
That's down in my neck of the hood.
It is. And then Sweetwater Archery Club is also hosting an event, so they're far enough away that they shouldn't interfere with, most people, because some people will travel to all of them, and that's going to really be fun if you can travel to them too. That's a separation for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But that's who's on Saturday, and on Sunday we have North
40.
40.
Mm-hmm. And then R&D.
Yep, that's my plan. If it's not flooding, my plan is to shoot R&D 2 rounds.
Ah.
I'm going to shoot 1 round with my 3D bow, and I'm going to shoot 1 round with my hunting bow.
You're going to be busy.
I'll be tired.
You will be tired.
But I'll be all right, because I need to get ready to walk up and down Iron Mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Me too.
Yeah, so I just figured that that's a good way to do it, is shoot 1 time around with 1 bow and 1 time around with another bow. So.
Well, that'll be fun.
That's
especially doing it that way.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going to shoot like 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. I think I'm going to go through one, focus 3D, known, whatever, and then go back and focus hunting, arrow setup, so forth, and do it that way. So.
You will be tired. You will need to come home and fire up the grill.
Well, that's the plan. If I can get the grill fired up, I might have to do something. I had to ask you, what how's the store, man?
Store's good, dude. It's grown a lot. We're having a really good year thus far. We've been really blessed, to say the least. If you'd have told me 3 years ago that we would, be where we are, I'd like to say that I wouldn't believe it, but at the same time that I had hoped this is where we would be.
Yeah. In other words, what you hoped for has happened.
Yeah, and maybe even exceeded it a little bit.
That's
extremely thankful for that. It's been fun to watch it grow. It's been fun to be a part of the growth.
Yep.
And now that the 4-H team's good and established, the S3DA team is going well. Really looking forward to seeing the growth there for the upcoming year. I know, like Avery Varnado, she finished 3rd this past weekend, and she finished 3rd and stayed indoor.
Yep.
she's now hooked on 3D. That's all she wants to do is shoot
Yeah,
3D. Um,
someone told me they shot with her. Who was it?
yeah, I don't know who she shot. I think she was with a couple of girls that were shooting pins.
Yeah.
Um, but she's come a long ways, and
Oh yeah.
she's been bitten by the bug, so that's cool to see. And I'm sure that we're going to have a few more that partake in that next year as well. Um, so store is great, man. Thankful for the opportunity, and
It was Macy Davis said that she got to shoot with her, or shot with girl from down there, and also Miss Pruitt was shot with them.
and that's Avery's first
First,
3D shoot ever.
that's awesome. Yeah, but
Um,
that's how that is. I thought all you gotta do is get that bug.
yeah, oh yeah.
All you gotta do is get that bug.
Well, she has been bitten by that bug,
Oh well,
and
we all.
Liam's doing really well.
Yeah. I saw some
McKinley's
pictures.
doing really good.
Didn't they shoot S3D? I mean, didn't they shoot Sunday at RBO?
No,
Who shot it? Who shot at RBO?
I think Mr. Allen and Dom went, which are a couple of guys that shoot
Okay.
in the store a fair amount. I believe they shot.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw some pictures somewhere, and I saw it was some of the kids from there, and I was like, "Hey, that's cool." So,
Yep.
but yeah, it's awesome. You know, I'm blessed to be where I'm at and doing what I'm doing. I enjoy every minute, so it's not work. And there's no secret. Things have changed at the work. You know, it's
Hmm.
now we're you know and it's lots of changes. In other words, the store looks different.
Yeah, it looks good from the videos I've seen.
Um, it's clean. Um, you can see things, touch things. Everything's got price tags on. I mean, um, the next step is to reset the range so it looks new and clean and vital. Um, and we have, we're plotting out things we want to do next. To make it bigger and better. And that's we've been blessed this year. Um, that this year has been gone very well for the store, and the kids are shooting well. The kids are doing their thing. Matter of fact, I had the top two girls in the open class were both, and then they tied.
Hmm.
So they wasn't there to do a shoot off. So they're like, "Hey, we flip a coin. It doesn't matter."
Yeah. Yeah, Liam, one of our kids was the other tied scorer.
Yep, for third place.
He had never had to shoot in a shoot off like that, and
Yep.
shooting a pull through. And from what they told me, the wind got up and it just didn't fire when he wanted it to fire. So it didn't work out quite in his favor, but he
Hey.
still had a good time and learned a lot. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend
Yep.
because of it being a Saturday. And with so many regionals and state shoots and whatnot, I have to be selective on which dates that I leave the shop.
For sure.
Being that I'm the only tech in there, so I'll be gone on the 4th for the 4-H shoot. I'll be gone for the state outdoor. I'll be gone for the state 3D.
That's right.
There's just so many. There's only so many days that
Yeah, you
I
can't
can.
you can't go to all the regionals and the states,
Mm-mm.
because I understand that too. I mean, I'm operating an indoor range, and we got to make sure that there's some classes that goes on, Saturday
Yeah,
morning classes, and if I'm not there, they don't happen. So,
right. So I mean, I'm very similar.
well, you're a
Uh,
one man band right now.
hmm
Yeah.
So and that's part of that growth and
Yep.
that we were talking about, and it's just I got to be selective
What you can do.
on what I can do, and
Exactly.
I knew that this shoot was going to be in good hands with Lynn being there and Tony being there.
Oh, yeah.
We had some parents that were able to go and volunteer, so it just made sense for me to stay back because I'll have to be out and dates coming forward. So,
Oh, for sure. I mean,
but
um, but that's how it works. That's what That's we know how. Um, we have to pick and choose sometimes. They
I
all,
appreciate everybody being understanding of that. Everybody that I've spoken to, Lynn and Tony and all the other folks, they are very understanding of it. So that I appreciate. Um, and I shall see everyone, if not at the 4-H shoot on the 4th, then I'll see them at the state 3D or state outdoor.
Yep, for sure. That's the plan. And I'll be in all of those events that you just talked about, except for I just figured out that I probably not have to, maybe won't have to go to 4-H. Not that I, you know, doesn't mind going, but I may not have to go to 4-H. So, um, but I will be at State 3D. I will be at State Outdoor, and um, there's other events that will happen with the GBAA and the GAA and stuff like that that I'll be at too. So when you add all of those together, it could be a long ride of always doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And I still like to shoot my bow every once in a while, so I want to go shoot a tournament too. So
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not like traveling and shooting. I mean,
yep,
I just can't. The shop's not set up currently where I can do that. I only get so many vacation days.
that's right.
Um, so
I,
maybe one day it'll get
oh,
there and
yeah.
I'll be able to do it.
But you know, I remember when I first started doing what I was doing, because you know I was worked in a couple of different shops before, you know, and I didn't make lots of money, and I worked lots of hours, you know, and I said we're working to something bigger, and that's exactly what you're doing, dude. You were working to something bigger. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know you got to put in the time now so that later you'll come back. You know.
And that's the mindset and the thought process, and that's what we're working towards.
And that's right. We reap what we sow, right? You know. So. Well, Darren, I guess we done about run this about 20 minutes. That's about how we've been doing this. I thank you again. You look so lovely tonight.
Yeah, man. I probably, for those watching this on YouTube, I probably look the best that I've looked in years.
I have what they say, we have
Face for radio.
Radio, that's right. So, but yeah, I appreciate it. Like I said, if you did not hear your information or you want your information talked about, you can send us an email at georgearchery@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can please like, share, and follow all of our different social medias and platforms so that other people can know about it, so that we can just grow this thing bigger, so that we can tell more people about it. You can follow us on
TikTok, Facebooks,
yep,
Snapchats, Instagrams.
that's right.
All your social media platforms. If you enjoy a social media platform, we're on it.
Pretty much, or at least trying to get all the majors. And if you can listen to the audio version of this on any podcast app, almost any. If you don't see it, send me a message. We will definitely get it listed. The new logo looks good. I went through and looked at them in different places to see. I like that logo for the podcast.
Yeah, it does look good.
It's clean. And then YouTube. You can always see the video version. The audio version goes up sometimes it don't. But the audio version and the video version go on YouTube. And then I break out a few shorts. Shorts are only seen now on TikTok and YouTube. So if you need to follow us there if you want to see the shorts. Because they go on YouTube and TikTok right now. So
YouTube's and the ticker talkers.
that's right. But we appreciate everyone who is following us. There is rumors that there may be a few merch coming soon to some events, and being able to buy some, logoed wear so that you can help promote us out.
How about that?
Yeah, sounds good to me, man.
Yeah, man. Me too.
Well, I'm gonna think we're about done. What do you think, Robbie?
I think that's about it. Until next time.
Until next time, I'm Big John.
And I'm Robbie.
We'll see you.